Twice a week, Zhuliang takes his family on a sad pilgrimage. Through the parched landscape of this remote and impoverished corner of southwest China. In a small elevated clearing, we approach the final resting place of Wu's 15-year-old son.
就是感觉这些子嘛高点，后着娃起稍微好一点了嘛，就让他埋进去这些子。
Wu Wenyong was buried just a month ago after succumbing to cancer. Beside his grave, an array of simple offerings, fruit, biscuits, and a paper cup of his favorite sweets.
来的时候了嘛，我总说啥子，你咋个就对他说的不好过来，你就要对他说的，现在到说的就去掉呢。这么早这么年轻，你就对他说离开我们了。
The boy's mother, Shi Kui-ying, is inconsolable. She's haunted by memories of her son's final painful hours.
之前他要死那个晚上，突然他疼得受不了了嘛，他就让我说声妈妈，我受不了了。他住在20层楼上台，我说我实在受不了了，你倒是开窗子，我得跳下去，我一头之中。
Wu Wenyong had two types of cancer, leukemia and thymoma, a rare cancer of the thymus gland in the chest. These pictures were taken just days before he died.
像这种嘛，我就不受罪了。那我也是劝他说：“我说你没得生存的希望，我们也就没得个希望了嘛。”他就疼过来，我也就像这种控制不住，我就哭，他就叫我说：“你不要哭，就算他整个血脉，还有他弟弟凭他爸爸，这我一定要坚强。”
The Nanpan River is close to the field where the young Wu would help his parents tend rice. He would often paddle in these waters, which Mr. Wu says became tainted yellow by pollution. These subsistence farmers use the same water to irrigate the now bone-dry soil. It's a practice that still goes on. Is it dangerous to use water from the river?
危险没得嘛，别处没得水，只有这点有水。
只有这条江的现在有。
The village of Xinglong is in the middle of a large industrial park. Heavy industry is all around. But the real danger is here. Overlooking the Wu's field is a ramshackle warehouse that conceals a vast pile of chromium waste. Mr. Wu says that when it rains, runoff from the toxic slag heap leaches into the river. Like his parents, the young Wu Wenyong was oblivious to the dangers. Did you know it was dangerous for him to play here?
不知道，他认不得，开始他认了，后头他电视里报道了嘛，才讲感觉说是认得，说是我们老百姓才认得，说是他们是有毒的。
Chromium is listed as a carcinogen by the World Health Organization. In large doses, it can have lethal effects on both humans and animals alike.
我觉得这个娃娃考虑他得这种病了嘛，就是他之前小的时候，他公公们那块田就在那个化工厂这，天天在那些放牛养，我这养着的牛那些多甜。我们的牛这些，我家的牛养了嘛，之前总发过死过的，我们都认不得。
What is chromium and how dangerous is it to health?
Chromium is a heavy metal substance widely used in industries like leather tanning or electroplating. It is a known carcinogen to the scientific community around the world. Many occupational disease and even cancer is linked to this very toxic heavy metal.
Ma Tianjie of Greenpeace has been to Xinglong to investigate the chromium waste dump and its effects on two adjoining villages.
We did find cancer victims in those villages.
How many?
We met several of them, but what we were told is that there were 20 to 30 cases in these villages recently.
Now, would you classify that as being serious?
Definitely, it's a serious health hazard for the villages near the pollution facility.
Ma carried out tests on the river water, close to the factory where the chromium waste is still being produced.
It was very serious. When we test the water near the polluting site, what we found that it's about 200 times higher than the national standard. 200? Yes. So by simply touching the water could make your skin itching because chromium is known for its effect on the skin. So it's a very, very serious problem.
政府了嘛，说是向环保局这一类型的，我就打电话问，说是环保局局长，我说我们这个人了嘛，已经被宰了，必须我们的尸体拉上去，强烈的比他们我们改进。他总在电话里告诉我说是，莫下去闹事去，像那个女的嘛，总是我们这些老百姓的嘛，总是哄得到说的莫闹事，总是像那个女的样子。
Adding to their pain, the Wu family is now broke.
我们之前养着十多头牛，养着20多个羊，现在也总卖完了。
The couple got $150 from the local government, but that was dwarfed by their son's medical bills. In all, they've borrowed more than $15,000 from relatives and other villagers. Now they face losing their home too.
因为经济上我们现在也实在是无能为力，现在屋里头该卖的东西全部都卖掉，不是之前我们这种家庭应该在农村还是可以。
Its name in English means prosperous, but Xinglong feels more like the village of the damned. I meet Wang Jinxiang, who's built a shrine to her middle-aged daughter. She died just 4 days earlier.
大概一针，大概一针，大概一针，大概一针。
老的。
大概一针。
怎么得的肝
癌？
怎么得的肝癌？为什么会得？
因为吃了这种粮食。
吃这个粮食，打了个这个污水，这个直肠那个吃就大概一针。
Soon the people are lining up to tell their stories. This man lost his father to liver cancer. Another woman tells me she's lost her son.
他从小好不好的嘛？16岁小伙子，身壮壮的小伙子嘛。他又不是从小给我眼前有种病啊这些，身壮壮的26岁媳妇总说了，将要这说产了，就是讲说给做去以后他就打这份病就没有说去，就卸掉了。
Do you think that your husband's cancer was caused by pollution from nearby factories?
哎呀，那肯定是他那房养哈在南盘江边上这些房，就是这种了，009年。这血检以内分都3月间就走掉了。肯定担心。
就是会担心。像所有我们在这里些了嘛，方言台这里些了嘛，总担心就说是怕有那个油。
More than 1,000 kilometers to the north is the village of Zhuliang. Here too, untreated industrial waste is pumped directly into rivers. The fetid flow used to irrigate farmers' fields.
这就是最大的污染场，以前那个女孩子就住在这里的。
It's here I meet investigative journalist Deng Fei. He calls these places cancer villages. He's identified more than 500 across the country. Yet China's media is no longer interested, he says.
很多人，任何人都希望媒体来报道，来表现他们的困境。 但是媒体是不乐意来报道这样的事情，因为太多。
The Chinese government says it's making serious efforts to clean up pollution, In the cities, it may be having some success, but often the most toxic industries are simply moved to rural areas where regulations are lax. Chinese farmers are now 4 times more likely to die from liver cancer than the global average.
一般被污染的这样的人很难打赢官司。
Whose side is the government on?
政府和企业家，政府的官员和企业家一般是好朋友。
But the backlash may have begun. In a remarkable display of defiance, thousands of demonstrators confronted riot police in the northern city of Dalian. The protest forced the government to relocate a chemical factory, a rare victory for people power in China. The village of Xinglong has seen protests too, and you can sense the anger mounting once more.
自从化工厂建起来以后，是1998年，一直到这下了嘛。它这种污染我们周围的环境，它的空气污染太严重了。就是那样东西，这个化工厂是受中国政府的保护，中国的政府保护了嘛，现在就是变成为那样了，变为中国人制造原子弹毒害中国人了。
We wanted to meet representatives of the chromium factory, but in the end, they came to us. The warehouse security guard had been watching us film and reported back to the factory's managers.
He's told us to leave, so I presume he's going to call the police. Ni hao.
So Jamie, they're a bit worried, are they? They want us to go? We took the family home. But then our car was stopped.
This guy wants to ask us who we are.
Okay.
Why we're here. And he's threatening us in a very polite way that he can assist us in all possible ways.
Okay.
He wants us to go to the factory now.
Okay.
And then, okay,
Yeah,
should we
great.
go?
Yeah, thank you.
It was clear it was going to be difficult for us to leave without doing what they wanted. We were escorted into the plant's offices. An hour later, we were allowed to go.
Inside, they were very pleasant, but they wanted to know whether we had official permission from Beijing to be here. We don't. And they said if we came back tomorrow, there might be problems. So subtle intimidation. And a reminder of just how sensitive this issue is.
The company won't comment, so we don't know how, when, or even if it'll ever dispose of the chromium.
This pile of chromium waste has been there for 2 decades now, and we don't know when it will go away. The government is trying to find a way to get rid of this huge pile of historically accumulated waste, but they are struggling actually at this moment.
It leaves the Wu family feeling powerless.
总想起他在昆明生病那种样子，我说那些，他也只是说是，如果说是有机会，像这种查得出他这种病因来了嘛，也就告诉我们那边方的田子，我们不要去盘去了。他之前小男孩也是经常围着他公公在那些盘那些田，他告诉我们说，如果真正像这种病因。 我们有能力的是，如果有机会了嘛，查出那种病了，他那种病史怪那些了嘛，那些田就告诉我们放弃，不要盘了。
But without their land, the Wu family will be left with nothing. Like the others in Xinglong, they have no choice but to live side by side with the chromium pile they believe killed their son.